Hey, welcome back, everybody. Frank Vespi here. John Piazzik there. John, you ready to knock down another pick five?
I am more than ready, Frank. As I was saying on Twitter, this is one of the best sequences we've had in Maryland in a long time. Two great stakes races, two really stakes quality allowances. Just a fantastic day of racing, and it should be a great sequence.
Yeah, it really is an interesting sequence. I mean, you got. We'll talk about this in a minute, but I think it's the sixth race. You got multiple stakes winner Fulmineo. Maybe that's the fifth. Not on your ticket. So pretty interesting. These are pretty deep races. Going to be some good handicapping challenges. Here, let's start by talking about a couple of your spotlight horses. And we're going to spin ahead to race seven. That's a third level allowance going a mile and 16th on the main track. Most of this sequence is on the turf, but this one's on the main track. And you're looking at number seven Inveigled.
That's correct. He is my single on the ticket and kind of my cornerstone horse. So really the whole day. Take a look back at his first win of the season on February 15th at Gulfstream Park. He was running against a very nice field that day, including stakes winner Uno Mas Bourbon and the much ballyhooed Bill Mott trainee Knightsbridge, who went off as the odds-on choice. But Inveigled sat the trip, got by to win at 14 to 1 for the very nice Brisnet figure of 98. Came back to finish second in the Army Mule Stakes on the Florida Derby Day undercard. Then ran a huge race in the Knicks Go on the Derby Day undercard. He finished fourth after getting involved in just a brutal early pace duel. The other three horses involved in that duel, one of whom was New King, who won 2 weeks ago. All three of them ended well up the track. This guy held on and was only beaten by 6.5 lengths. He's worked very well since. He has good tactical speed. Really, the only other speed in this field is Ain't the Beer Cold, who's seen much better days. I think Inveigled sits the trip off of him and pulls away at the top of the stretch.
As we talked about offline, the Army Mule Stakes? Really?
Yeah, as you said, a Pennsylvania bred by Frisian Fire who won his only big stakes at Aqueduct. It's a bit of a mismatch, but it still counts as a stakes placing for Inveigled.
Yes, it does. Yes, indeed it does. All right. That's Inveigled. He is your spotlight horse in race seven. One race later is the Jamila Stakes for Maryland and Virginia bred or sired horses going 6 furlongs, 6/8 on the turf. And you got the ultra speedy Basarati.
She is my top pick. I really wanted to single her, but I couldn't quite bring myself to do it. Nonetheless, I was really impressed by Basarati's last win, which came on the Black Eyes Susan Day undercard in the very one stakes. I thought she had no chance to win once she got collared by accomplished girl. She was pressed in a setting very fast early fractions, 22 and 2/5. Might not look that fast. However, it was a grass course labeled good. It had been taking rain all that week, but she just dug in, would not let accomplished girl go by, ended up winning by a head in a not dissimilar performance to what she did in the Maryland Million Turf Sprint last October, where she also took them gate to wire and beat, among others, Great Idea and Had to Have Him, both of whom we'll see in the Ben's Cat earlier on the card. I think she goes to the front and leads them a long way. I think if you don't want to single her, there's a few other ways to go. I ended up using her and number two, Hollywood Walk, Mindframe's older half sister. She ran some nice races, both in the region and beyond last year. She was third, first off a long layoff last time out at Aqueduct. I think she improves second off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, Basarati obviously is the one to beat here. And as you mentioned, she won the Maryland Million Turf Sprint last year against the boys. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, she's got that kind of speed. Um, so I think she's obviously a very live player here. I think she's loose on the lead here, John, isn't she? I mean, she is the speed of speed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone else can really run with her. I think Moonlit Kiss, the Charlestown shipper, is going to try and she'll get burned up. Gift of Gab has shown some speed in the past on the far outside, but she's been more effective as of late coming from off the pace. As I said, I think Basarati gets a clear early lead. It's just a matter of how long she can last.
So no love. I wanted to raise this one too. No love for Alla Breve, who won this race a year ago. She's the one horse.
she definitely has a shot. I'm gonna pick her somewhere in my top four. I'm It's not crazy about her coming off a long layoff. In fact, I think she's the only one in this field who has not won a race or has not even started this year. Rather, I think that puts her at a disadvantage compared to her rivals. I think she's a good bet for the underneath spots, but I think she'll be better off next time out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough way to win races the way she does it, which is
Right.
coming from well off the pace sprinting. You need a lot of things to go right. Interesting. Caramano's up on that one for Michael Matz, Bosserati, Sheldon Russell, and Brittany Russell. And all they do is win. So there's that.
I think so.
All right, let's put up your ticket at this point here, and you can walk us through it. Interesting sequence, as we said, a couple of really good allowances, two stakes, and then just a rock bottom level maybe.
Rock bottom beyond rock bottom. However, we'll talk about that in a moment. Race number five, going too deep in here. I'm going to try to beat Cake's Arrow, who I know has won his last four starts in gate to wire fashion, but this is a much tougher field than what he's used to. He almost got caught last time out. I think he gets caught here. I'll try to beat him with number eight, F35, who made a nice rally from well off the pace to win last time out and just missed at Fairgrounds in his start before. Number nine, Forever Super had a nice bounce back race last time out, went third in the Cliffhanger Stakes at Monmouth Park. Race number six, Ben's Cat going five deep in here, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Very convoluted race. I think you could make the case for spreading even more, but we'll go with those five, as noted in race number seven. Singling Inveigled, race 8, using Hollywood Walk and Bosserati, one from on the pace, one from just off of it. Race number 9, I really wanted to do what I did 2 weeks ago and hit the all
When you
button.
hit.
I did, yes, but I could not quite find enough spaces to narrow down the rest of the way to make it affordable. So I went 6 deep in here, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 8, Phil Capuano, second time starter, Great Moon is my top choice. But if you got extra money, just hit the all button because any one of these 10 could win or come in last. Who's to say?
In fact, there's a pretty good chance that with six of them, you'll have the winner and the last place finisher. So,
Very possible. Very possible.
all right, what's that ticket going to set you back, John?
It's going to be 2 by 5 by 1 by 2 by 6, a $60 investment, resting largely as I said on it, Inveigled and Bosserati. Hopefully, those two won't be that big a favorite. I'm hoping Cake's Arrow takes a lot of money in race 5, and we can beat him, and then get a bomb home in race 9.
All right, sounds good. It's a $60 ticket, John Piazzik, looking for the pick five. Pick five sequence starts in race 5, 12% takeout, low takeout on the Laurel Park late pick five. John, good luck.
Thank you, Frank.